And then the stream ends.
Uh-oh.
So it's like, what happened? You know what I mean? Not apologetic.
Nonsense.
Dude, the past 3 days, I've been watching this streamer. I don't know why YouTube keeps suggesting dirtbags to me.
I don't either. We put out such
wholesome content.
Yeah.
This guy is what they call the IRL streamer. So in real life, which by the way, that takes a certain kind of person to
a real asshole
to just throw a camera in someone's face without even notice, you know. So this guy was apparently early on, like 2010, 2015 or something. He was one of the top Call of Duty streamers. He was called OnlyUseMeBlade. They now call him OnlyLoseMeLegs. And you'll find out in a minute why. Now, his streams, they quickly turned from playing video games into drinking. Doing what's called a fire sale, which is where you pay him like $15 to do like a double or triple, a Jaeger. And then he gets like thousands of people that watch him and donate to him. He's what they call a lol cow. So people watch him to make fun of him, essentially. You know, he's not awesome at anything except being bad at life.
You get paid for that?
Says he makes $1,000 or $1,200 a day. But he has no money. Like, don't even get it twisted. Dude's broke, drinking himself to death. So every single night, every single day, he wakes up and drinks. Every single night, like, he gets blackout and then has 12 more drinks and leaves the camera on for the whole thing. So he bounces around the country. If he stays in your house, he ruins your house. If he stays in your RV, the police are coming, he's breaking stuff. He is a problem. Speaking of problems, he pees himself more or less nightly. I know that because his buddies are kind enough that when he's peeing himself to turn the camera around and show his crotch and go, ha, look, Blade peed, you peed. And he'll wake up, he's like, I didn't pee, dude. I didn't pee. Now that I've given him a proper introduction, I want to play you just a few seconds so you can get a feel of who this fella is, okay?
Fuck you, dude. Dude, your abortion costs $2 and you spend $3 on text speech? Fuck you. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck? Hey, my guy. Okay, cool. No, but seriously, down a fire, dude.
That is how his streams start, okay? So people are paying him to essentially drink himself to death. I'd like to now show you how the streams end, okay? Every night, every stream. So like this in particular, he's in an RV with a bunch of his friends, and they just travel around getting arrested, kicked out of Walmart, you know, just crazy drunk stuff, getting beat up.
And you should figure out, dude.
Drink some water, Blake.
Yeah, let's drink some water, dude.
Here you go.
This guy's a fucking weirdo, dude. This guy wants to touch my balls. This guy wants to touch my balls. No, he wants to touch my balls. No, this wants to touch my balls.
Why would you do that?
I hope you kill yourself.
So this is essentially what everything disintegrates into in OnlyUseMeBlade's life.
So glad I stopped drinking hard liquor.
He's burnt every bridge he's ever had. Every friend hates him. Like I said, he'll have these dudes who are just there so they can glom off of him with their own streams or whatever. But they have these RV trips and all this crazy stuff happens. Now, they do this thing called talk to text. So when someone donates X amount, you know, they get to type out their message, and then it also says it audibly on the phone. Now, this has gotten OnlyUseMeBlade in some trouble. So let's say they go in a restaurant and there's a black dude there. They start spamming the N-word on the talk to chat, and this guy is not smart enough to turn it down. Like, he'll let it go 30 times over and then get beat up by the big black dude in there. You know, or like when they're undoubtedly dealing with the police, someone will donate and be like, fuck you, pigs. And by the way, they have drugs in the vehicle. You know, it just completely wrecks shop. Or if they're talking to a girl, someone will come on and be like, who's this dirty fucking skank? Fuck you, whore, you know. Do you know this guy pees himself every night, you know? But everything in this guy's world is just absolutely pandemonium. I'd like to tell you about 2 events, okay? First one, he wound up getting himself a fiancée, okay?
How?
Yeah. She's apparently some streamer groupie. She's actually kind of cute. And the little bit I've seen, maybe she isn't, but I mean, I would. But he's outside of just some place he shouldn't be drunk at with her, right? He's absolutely annihilated. And there's these 2 Mexican dudes shirts off, tattooed up from head to feet, looking like the Mexican mafia. Like, they're the type of dudes who you just walk by, you know, they say something, you act like you didn't hear them, and you just walk on. He starts having a conversation with them with a camera in their face, saying about how I make money traveling the world drinking and making my fiance squirt. And they're like, well, we want to make some money. Can you show us how? And he's like, yeah, come on back to the RV. So it's now these two big buff Mexican dudes, his fiance, and he's about to a point where he can't function. Okay? He's, and they start touching his wife, his fiance. And this is all on the camera. I didn't want to show it just because of what it gets a little weird. They're like, is this okay with you, guy? And he's like, and then so they start taking their clothes off and they're rubbing up on this broad. And she's like, it's not okay with me. But they start getting mad. I thought you said we were going to make some money. I'll make her squirt right now for money. And they're like ready to throw down. And then the stream ends. So it's like, what happened? You know what I mean? Now, for so long, well, for 3 days watching these, I've thought this guy, OnlyUseMeBlade, is quite possibly the worst human ever created. Most useless, untrustworthy, just a garbage person, right? And then I found out who really was by watching his videos, so I'd like to show you a clip. Okay. He has his fiance in the RV, and there's other male streamers in there. Okay. He passes out to the point that he can't function, and 3 streamers, and bear in mind, they're streaming too, so all this is on camera, take her into the back in the bed and start just giving her hell. But she's for it. She's moaning, she's laughing, she's enjoying herself while OnlyUseMeBlade is passed out 5 feet away. Okay. So what I'd like to play you is the point that he wakes up, still too drunk to do anything, realizes what's happening, and tries his best.
Here, boy, take your cigarette, dude. You need a cigarette, dude.
No, I need a cigarette right now. I need a cigarette right now, dude.
God, it is.
Alright, get the out of here! Yo, get out of here!
Hey, where's Beck at?
Don't worry about Beck, she's getting it! She's getting it, Bob!
Could you imagine?
Back up!
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 Back up, Batty!
You can hear
Back
her
up,
laughing.
Batty!
Hey, Beck, let's go, dude!
Beck, hey, there is no Beck tonight. You should go home. Beck is talking to a real man.
Door.
Okay.
That's so fucked.
So I'll save the rest of the clip and just tell you what happens. He tries his best, but he essentially he's not passed out, but he can't function anymore, okay? So he's on the floor on this little makeshift couch, and he can hear her just getting it. And he's, back, it's time to go, it's time. While his friends and his fiance are just having a 3 or possibly a foursome. Wow. And earlier on in the video, when they pan the camera back, you do see a dude on top of her just, you know what I mean? She's okay with it. The dudes are okay with it. So I have took the trophy of worst person away from OnlyUseMeBlade. You are welcome. And we are giving it to your fiance, Beck. Because that is about the most grotesque behavior I've ever seen from a human being.
Yeah.
That is absolutely disgusting. And then at the end of this, when people are nice enough on YouTube to cut these up into like the chronicles of, him, and it shows him the next day, and his chat is spamming, messages. Hey, did you see what happened? You need to watch last night's stream, da-da-da. And he's like, I'm not going to watch it. I trust her. She said she didn't do anything with the guy. And then it even shows a little bit later in the stream, one of the dudes takes her out to the side of the camper and has his own time with her, They call that dude like, I don't know, macaroni chicken or something. Like, very weird looking fella. But yeah, she had been with him for apparently months. They were engaged to be married. And then she participates in that behavior. So, I don't know, but I am fascinated by this dude and his, like, he gets, you see him every day. He has a new hotel and he tries to put up blankets and stuff to hide where he's at because his chat will be like, oh, those light fixtures. And they'll like reverse image search it, find out where he is, call the hotel 100 times, get him kicked out or get the police there. You know, I saw one clip where he was really hammered. He was trying to press on his buddy. He was trying to shove him and intimidate him. And he doesn't look like it in this video, but he's probably like 6'5". He's a big dude. And the dude he was pushing on was a smaller dude. Bleach blonde hair. He's a real fuckwad. Anyways, so he was like, I ain't having it. And he goes to push the OnlyUseMeBlade dude. And the dude falls back, goes into a complete splits, and poos himself. And this is every night. This isn't Friday, Saturday night. This has been this dude's life for like 10 years.
Wow.
And apparently they call him Only Lose Me Legs because he has some form of diabetes that has developed into these huge craters in his feet and legs from, I don't understand diabetes, but from not being treated and drinking so much alcohol. So they make songs about him. They have like little dancing animations of him without legs and like, you know, bleeding little nubs.
Wow.
But yeah, this is an everyday thing. And I just can't get enough of it. I was distracted by some chick leaving a message on the answer machine in there. Like, am I wrong? Would this be the type of thing you would watch? Like
Probably.
the shenanigans of these guys. And there's like 5 years of stuff to catch up on. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to sit there and watch a 5-hour stream where he just sits there. But when someone takes a 5-hour stream and edits it down to 15 minutes,
Yeah.
oh, that is gold. I sit in the other room here. I don't know why I keep sounding more and more redneck. I sit in the other room here.
Oh, yeah.
Over here the other day, and me and this chick just watched like 2 hours of compilations of this dude. Just getting in fights, fighting with the police, shoplifting, like, and everything he does, he is more hammered than you have probably ever been. And he's our age. I think he's in between my age and your age.
Wow.
Yeah. He is grotesque. And I don't quite understand it. He doesn't like give money to anyone. Apparently he actually doesn't help when he should. But apparently with his donations, he's making $1,000+ a day. So it would mean he is drinking the majority of that and then, you know, hotel or gas with the rest. But apparently he has nothing. He can't get a house. But then again, he probably couldn't get a house anyways because someone would see how the stonework is outside or something, track down where he is and start having him swatted every other night. Right. But it's by his own doing. So I don't know if I feel bad for the dude or if I'm happy for his downfall. I'm brand new here, guys. Still trying to figure it out. But I think, and I'm not afraid to admit this, I think the reason I like watching him is the same reason I like, if I'm feeling bad about myself, I'll watch an episode of Hoarders. Because it's like, thank God I am not these people.
Right.
And that is exactly how I feel about OnlyUseMeBlade. And if because of this episode you start binge watching him, I'm not sorry.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And if somehow this makes it to you, OnlyUseMeBlade, we would love nothing more than to interview you. I want to know how this works. I want to know how you still work. Honest interview. Get at us. Not apologetic.
Nonsense.